Welcome to our video tutorial on how to translate table of values, mathematical equations, and graphs into variation statements and vice versa. Translating direct variation statements into mathematical equations. So let's recall our key phrases that indicate direct variation. We have varies directly as, is directly proportional to, and is proportional to. Pag nakita mo yung tatlong yan, that will indicate direct variation. This table is taken from our previous video. Now, pag sigurado ka na direct variation yan, sigurado yung mathematical equations, walang denominator. Again, pag direct variation ang involved na variation, yung mathematical equation niya, walang denominator. Now, how do we do it? So first, tignan mo lang yung unang variable na binigay niya. So that's y. Sulat mo y. And then pag nakita mo yung word na varies o kaya auxiliary verb na is, ibig sabihin yan, pag tinranslate mo, equals k. So bakit may k? Laging mayroong k. Yan yung constant na hinahanap natin lagi. Next, directly as, directly proportional to, proportional to. Pag nakita mo yung tatlong yan, ididikit mo lang yung susunod na variable na bibigay niya. In our case, x. Dikit mo lang yung x. Again, walang denominator and that's all. Tapos na yan. Y is the dependent as always and k or x is the independent variable and k is the constant of variation. And of course, the constant of variation cannot be equal to 0. Let us translate these direct variation statements into mathematical equations. Tatandaan lang natin, ang una yung titignan ay kung anong klaseng variation ang given. Di ba? Ang clue lang naman talaga natin ay yung mga clue phrases natin. So let's have the first one. The fare, variable fare, represented by the capital F, capital letter F, of a passenger varies directly as the distance d of his destination. Clearly, ito ay isang direct variation statement. Kaya translate na natin. Umpisahan sa letter F, kopyahin lang yan. Huwag niyong igagawing small letter yan, kopyahin niyo lang kung anong binigay niya. So F of a passenger varies directly as the distance. Pag nakita yung varies directly, lagay mo na equals K palagi. Equals K. Tapos yung susunod na variable na babanggitin niya ay kokopyahin mo lang as the distance D. Then you're done. Sir, what if wala po siyang binigay na letter? No? So you have the liberty pagka ganun. But usually, ang ginagamit natin ay yung first letter ng variable. O kaya naman kung pareho yung first letter nila, kahit na anong letter, pwede naman yon. 2. Relation of a gas consumption G of a car is directly proportional to its distance reached D. Mabilis lang to. G equals K tapos D. Tapos, how about number 3? Can you try? S varies directly as the square of T. Answer? Correct. S equals K. Tapos, okay, correct. That should be T squared. Sir, bakit T squared? Kasi sabi niya square of T. Sir, pwede mo pala yan? Pwede yan. Kung lang sinabi niya, the cube of T. T cube. Next is translating inverse variation statements into mathematical equations. Let's recall our key phrase for inverse variation. Nag-iisa lang siya, varies inversely as. Pag nakita mo yan, sigurado, inverse variation involved. And sa inverse variation, mathematical equation, sigurado may denominator. Sa direct variation, wala. Dito, meron sa inverse. So, ganun pa rin. How do you translate it? Ganun pa rin. You copy y, the first variable. Pag nakita yung varies, sulat mo na equals k lagi. Pero dahil ito ay inversely, pag nakita mo yung word na to, yung susunod na babanggitin niya ay nasa denominator. So, lagay mo yan over x. Tapos, where y is a dependent, x independent, at yung k ay constant of variation. Again, k here cannot be equal to 0. Let us translate these inverse variation statements into mathematical equations. First, we have the speed represented by the capital S of a vehicle varies inversely as the distance d. How do we do it? Kopyahin mo lang yung unang variable na binigay niya, capital S, of a vehicle varies. Pag nakita mo yung word na yan, sigurado equals k na yan. Lagi yan. Tapos, inversely. Dahil inversely yan, yung susunod na variable na babanggitin niya ay nasa denominator. and you're done. Next, the number of passengers P in a taxi is inversely proportional to the amount of individual fare F. How do we do it? There's P, capital P equals K over F. How about number 3? Can you try? Ayan. Meron tayong uh, tricky part dito na square root. So this is S equals K. S equals K. But this time over the square root of T. Next, translating joint variation statements into mathematical equations. Ganun pa rin, let's recall our key phrases based on our previous video tutorial. Pag may nakita kang key phrases na varies jointly as, is jointly proportional to, alam natin na yan ay joint variation. Paano i-translate yan into mathematical equation? Sulat mo lang yung unang variable pa rin, y. Pag may nakita kang varies o kaya yung auxiliary verb na is, ibig sabihin yan equals k. And then, jointly as x and z. Tandaan natin na ang joint variation ay extension lang ng direct variation. So para lang siyang direct variation. Ibig sabihin, walang denominator na variable. So diretso lang tayo, jointly. Pagsamahin mo lang yan, pagdikitin mo lang yan na isulat. And that's it. Y equals kxz. Tapos, y dependent, x and z are independent, and of course, k cannot be equal to 0. Sa lahat ng variation statement or equation, mathematical equation, bawal maging 0 si k. Let's try to translate these joint variation statements into mathematical equations. 1, S varies jointly as L, W, and H. Ganun pa rin, capital S, sulat mo yan, capital S. Pag nakita yung varies, laging equals K yan. Palaging equals K yan, hindi magbabago yan. And then, jointly, ibig sabihin ng jointly, lahat ng susunod na variables na babanggitin niya ay magkakadikit lang. Idikit mo lang sa, or isunod mo lang sa variable K, LWH. Okay, that's it. Tapos, next is number 2. The volume V of a pyramid varies jointly as the base B and the altitude height, or H. Answer? Correct. V equals K. Tapos lahat ng variable na babanggitin niya, B, H. Dahil jointly lang yan. Walang denominator na involved. Third, the electrical voltage V varies jointly as the current capital I and the resistance R. Huwag niyong babaguhin yung binigay niya na representation. Huwag niyong babaguhin. Bawal yun. Dahil binigay niya na. Let's say later capital V, tapos ginawa mo small letter V. Be careful. You have to follow the given representation. So let's have V, capital V, equals K. Lagi yan. Dahil virus to. Yung kasunod niya. Jointly, sabihin niya lahat ng susunod na bibigay niya ay magkakadikit lang. IR. Okay, that's it. Translating combined variation statements into mathematical equations. Ganun pa rin, let's recall the key phrases. We have varies directly as and inversely as. Pag nakita mo yan, sigurado combined yung given variation. Ganun pa rin, you copy Y. Pag nakita yung varies, equals K lagi yan. Directly. Pag sinabing directly, didikit mo lang yung binigay na variable dun sa constant K. So, X. Tapos, pag nakita mo yung word na inversely, lahat ng babanggitin niyang variable nasa denominator na. So, you have to draw a vinculum here, yung bar, tapos Z. Yan. So, here's the answer. Y equals kx over Z. Y is dependent, x and Z are independent, and k is always not equal to 0. That's right. Can you pause the video and try to answer? The answer here is P, capital P equals K n cube over M. Bakit K n cube? Dahil ito ay cube of N. N inversely. Dun ka pala magkakaroon ng bar. Next, 2. The electrical resistance R of a wire varies directly as its length L and inversely as the square of its diameter. Pause the video and then try to answer it or visualize the answer. Answer? R equals KL over D squared. Item 3, Q is jointly proportional to the square root of the product of M and N and inversely proportional to X. Can you try? Pause the video. Okay, the answer is Q equals K, the square root of Mn over X. Bakit nasa loob yung parehong Mn? Dahil sabi niya, the square root of the product M and N. Kaya dapat magkasama yung M and N sa loob ng radical symbol. This one is an activity related to our current discussion, but it is the other way around because this time what we are given are mathematical equations and our goal is to write each equation into its corresponding variation statement. Ang clue lang dito ay first you need to determine the number of variables involved. Take note that K here represents the constant of variation. So they are not counted as variables. If you have two variables, your choices would be direct and inverse variations. If you have more than two variables, your choices would be joint variation and combined variation. Moreover, if you are given a variable that is in the denominator, your choices involve inverse variation. Now I will show here a timer that will expire in 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, I will show here the answers. Your time, you can pause the video. The time starts now. Okay, the answers are here. We are done translating variation statement into mathematical equation and vice versa. This time we are going to do a more challenging task, and that is translating table of values into variation statement and a more useful equation, which is the equation of the variation. The first thing that you need to do is to determine the type of variation that each table of values indicates. Now, kung mapapansin ninyo, yung bawat table of values dito may tigda dalawang variables lang. Ibig sabihin, limited lang yung choices natin sa direct variation o kaya naman ay inverse variation. Ngayon, ang magiging technique natin ay tignan mo na agad yung direction, yung relationship ng dalawang variables. Kapag si x tumataas at si y tumataas din, candidate na yun bilang direct variation. Pero imposible siyang maging inverse. Okay? So let's have letter A. X is increasing, y is also increasing. Candidate siya bilang direct variation. Ngayon, para makasigurado, kung talagang direct yan, tignan mo kung meron silang, yung bawat pairs of numbers ay may pare-parehong ratio. Okay? We start ka sa y, sa variable, sa dependent variable. 6 divided by 2 is 3, 9 divided by 3 is 3, 12 divided by 4 is 3, 15 over 5 or divided by 5 is also 3. Yan, sigurado ka na yan ay direct variation. Letter B. B is increasing, X is increasing, Y is also increasing. Candidate siya bilang direct, pero imposibleng maging inverse yan. Okay, kunin ang ratio ng bawat pair kung pare-pareho ba. 12 over 16 is 3 over 4. This is 3 over 4. 3 over 4 din yan, pati to 3 over 4. So yan ay sigurado direct variation. Letter C, X is increasing, Y is also increasing. So imposible itong maging inverse pero posible siyang maging direct. Para makasigurado, tignan ang ratio ng bawat pair of values. 3 over 6 is 1 half. 4 over 7 is 4 over 7. So doon ba lang hindi na pareho? You can now say that this table of values is not a variation. Letter D. X is increasing, Y is decreasing. So imposible itong maging direct pero posible siyang maging inverse. To check, tingnan ang product ng bawat pair of numbers kung pare-pareho. 30 times 2, 60. 60 ito. 60 rin yan. 60 rin yan. So ito ay sigurado inverse variation. Letter E. X is increasing, Y is decreasing. Posible siyang maging inverse. Check natin ang product ng bawat pair of numbers. 12 times 1 is 12. This is 12. This is also 12. This is 20. Doon ay sumablay siya, kaya itong letter E ay hindi rin variation. Letter F. Sa unang tingin parang hindi siya variation, pero kailangan nyo parang i-check gamit ang ah, pag, pagkuha ng ratio o kaya naman ay product ng bawat pair. Negative 15 times negative 3 is positive 45. 10 times 2 is 20. Doon pa lang hindi na pareho. So, imposible yung maging inverse variation. Try naman natin sa direct variation by getting the ratio of each pair. Negative 15 divided by negative 3 is 5. 10 over 2 is 5. This is also 5. This is also 5. O yan, yan ay isang direct variation. 'Di ba? Sa unang tingin parang hindi siya variation, pero by checking, through checking, malalaman mo na yan ay isang direct variation pala. So ito yun, table A, B, and F are all direct variation. D is not. It is inverse variation. So isa-isahin natin. Table A. Table A is a direct variation. So steps 1, determine the variation statement. Alam na natin to. Umpisahan mo lang lagi sa dependent variable. So this is y values directly as x. Gumamit ka lang ng phrase for direct variation. Step 2, write the mathematical equation. Alam na natin to, y equals kx. Step 3, kunin ang constant k. Ang k dito ay yung 3. Paano yan? Pumili ka lang ng kahit na anong pair of values tapos kunin yung ratio ng dependent at independent variable. Step 4, equation of the variation. Babalikan mo lang yung mathematical equation, pero yung k dapat magiging value na siya. Kaya ito ay magiging y equals 3x. Di ba? Kapag alam mo kung anong klaseng variation ang given table of values, madali mo nang mabibigay yung variation statement, mathematical equation, constant k, saka yung equation of the variation. Table B, determine the variation statement, y is proportional to x. So, pwede magbago yung ating phrase na gagamitin basta pasok siya dun sa ating direct variation statement. Step 2, hindi magbabago to, y equals kx pa rin. Maliban na lang kung yung variable na ginamit ay iba. Step 3, solve for the constant of variation. K is 3 over 4. Paano nangyari yan? Kumuha ka lang ng kahit na anong pair of values, kunin yung ratio ng dependent at independent variable. So, 3 over 4. Tapos, equation of the variation, balikan mo lang yung mathematical equation, yung K magiging value na. Kaya yan ay y equals 3 over 4x. Table F is another direct variation. Variation statement ay ganito lang siya, yung kamukha nung kanina. Mathematical equation, y equals kx. No? Ginawa natin kanina sa first part ng ating video, kaya madali na para sa atin yan. Step 3, constant k. Ang k natin ay 5. Paano nangyari yan? Pupili ka lang ulit ng kahit na anong pair of numbers dyan, tapos kunin yung kanilang ratio. Next, equation of the variation. Balikan yung mathematical equation na nabuo. Yung k palitan ng 5. Kaya y equals 5x. Again, mathematical equation, walang number na involved. Equation of the variation, dapat yung k alam mo na. Makukuha mo yung k by solving it. Next is translating graphs into variation statement and equation of the variation. So let's have here a Cartesian plane with x-axis and y-axis. Pero tinitake lang natin na yung quadrant 1. Actually, yung x-axis ay parang yung ating independent variable and yung y natin ay yung ating dependent variable. And let's take a look at this one. Let's say na yung ating x-axis ay nag-represent sa number of slices of pizza. Say 1 piece, 2, 3, 4, etc. etc. And yung y naman ay yung magiging cost ng pizza na in-order natin. Let's say 10, 20, 30, etc. etc. And ito yung graph niya. And alam naman natin sa Cartesian plane, any point has coordinates. Let's say, yung point ay nandoon sa 0, 0, sa pinaka-origin natin. And kapag minob mo yan, magkakaroon ng bawat point na dadaanan niya ay may sariling coordinates. Let's say, nandito siya. So, ano yung coordinates ng point na yan? Answer? Okay, correct. 330. If you have 3 slices of pizza, that will cost 30 pesos. Ito ang table A natin. What do you notice on the total cost of pizzas as the number of slices increases? Siyempre, tumataas din siya. It also increases. What kind of variation? Anong klaseng graph yan? Anong klaseng variation yan? Siyempre, both are increasing and decreasing at the same time. So, yan ay direct variation. Third, write a variation statement. Paano ba ginagawa yan? Pati yung equation of the variation. Ito yung graph natin. Step 1, determine the variation statement. Alam naman natin na ito ay direct variation dahil ang technique dyan ay tignan mo lang kung yung graph ba ay straight line tapos dumaan siya ng origin 0, 0. Sigurado direct variation yan. So statement, y varies directly as x. Step 2, write the mathematical equation. Madali lang yan dahil tatranslate mo lang itong variation statement. Y equals kx. Step 3, solve for the constant or the value of the constant k. So, pumili ka lang ng kahit na anong point na dinaanan ng graph. Usually, dapat yung exact siya para makita mo agad yung coordinates niya. So, 3, 30. Ang 3 ang x, ang 30 ay y. Paano kinukuha ang constant k sa direct variation? Correct. Kukunin ang ratio. How do we determine the ratio? It's always in the form dependent over independent variable. Alin ang independent dyan at dependent? Dependent natin ay 30. 3 ang independent. So, what's 30 divided by 3? That's 10. So, ang k natin ay 10. Dito, pumapasok yung importance kung ano dapat yung mauna. Tandaan, laging mauuna ang dependent kaysa sa independent sa pagkuha ng ratio. Kaya 10 yan. Ratio. Okay? Step 4, pwede mo na maibigay yung equation of the variation. Paano ginagawa yan? Babalikan mo lang yung mathematical equation. Pero yung k, papalitan mo na ng value ng k, which is 10. Kaya ang sagot dyan, y equals 10x. Another example, example B. Let's say we have for x-axis, number of workers, and y-axis is number of days. So, yung number of workers ang independent, number of days to finish a job ang ating dependent variable. Mapapansin nyo, hindi siya straight line at hindi rin siya dumaan ng origin, imposibleng maging direct variation yan. Ito ay posibleng maging inverse. Tingnan nyo muna yung kanilang product. 32 2 times 1 is 32, 16 times 2 is 32, 8 times 4 is 32, 32, 32. So lahat sila 32, yan ay siguradong inverse variation. Pero pag straight line tapos dumaan siya ng origin, automatic yon, direct variation. Okay? So tingnan natin step 1. Determine the variation statement. Of course, madali na yan. Kukunin mo lang una lagi ang dependent variable. So ito ay y varies inversely as x. Mathematical equation, translate mo lang ito, gawin mo lang equation, kamukha kanina. Y equals k over x. Mayroon ka ng vinculum over x na yan dahil yan ay inverse variation. Solve for the value of the constant k. Paano ginagawa yan? Pipili ka lang ng kahit na anong point. Tapos, kukunin yung product dahil ito ay inverse. Answer is 32. Let's say ito ang napili mo, 8 and 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Kahit na anong point dyan, pwede naman. And then, pwede mo na mabigay yung equation of the variation. Paano yan? Balikan yung mathematical equation, pero yung k, gagawin mo na siyang value. Kopyahin mo yan. Answer, y equals 32 over x. So that's it.